host, Danny Ustra.
All right, thank you. Thanks so much for joining me on my first night as host on air at NBC Studios. Exciting, right? Woo! We are coming to you live from 30 Rockefeller Plaza, where some of my late night idols got their start. We've got a terrific show for you tonight, but first say hello to the 30 Rock and Roll Band. All right, can you believe this, Alo? From tourist to host of On Air at NBC Studios in under 30 minutes. Wow.
Maybe I should make a run for president.
I'd probably settle for a reality show if I were you. On Air has so much talent behind the scenes. Let's give it up for the crew. I'm so excited to bring out our first guest. They are starring in a new blockbuster action film being shot here right in New York. One of the best in the business, please welcome Bill Ustra. Hello, Bill. Great to have you here. How is New York treating you?
It's great. Having a great time here. Apparently a very funny time, too.
So, the film sounds incredible. It has a huge budget and is filled with A-listers. How did you land this role?
Well, I get by on talent, my training, and some key connections in the industry. And I got discovered on this tour.
It sounds like everything is really working out for you. So, I hear you're doing your own stunts. What's the craziest stunt you've had to do so far?
Well, I get pushed out of a 5th-story window, I land on glass, and then small children come and stick me with pins. It was very painful.
Last time I did that, I woke up in New Orleans. I also heard you've been filming some noisy action scenes late at night in the Lower East Side. What's the worst complaint you've gotten?
Well, I tend to sing pretty loudly when I sing during the action sequence. And so when the kids were sticking me with those needles I was talking about, I was singing, but I got off key because, you know, on account of getting stuck with the needles.
Sure, yeah.
So the neighbors were not happy about that.
Sounds like a typical morning at my house. Your co-star has been in the news a lot lately. How has it been working with them?
Well, great, pretty good, up until the point where they encouraged a local Girl Scout troop to stick me with the needles, again, with the needles. So that part's been a little dicey.
Well, let them know I send them my best. I wouldn't want to get on their bad side. Bill, we're so lucky to have you here today. What has been the favorite part of the tour?
I think the seeing the late night studios was a lot of fun, sort of seeing the space that those guys work on.
Well, my favorite part was seeing the Seth Meyers, kind of how all that worked.
Yep.
Pretty cool studio.
Did you make it to the prop room? I snuck in and I grabbed this.
Wow. I heard you had sticky fingers. Well, I'm glad you loved the tour. There's so much talent and history in this building. In fact, I just realized I'm sitting at Jimmy's old desk. Can I take this thing? Can you believe we're out of time? You have to come back and visit again. Will you do that?
Absolutely.
All right.
Glad to.
So good to have you here. Thanks for dropping by.
Anytime for you. But next time I'd like to be the one on the Tonight Show.
And I'd rather have better guests. I'd like to thank everyone who made On Air at NBC Studios possible today. Ava Siebold. Ava. The 30 Rock and Roll Band. And the talented Bill Ustra. Good to have you here. Our wonderful camera operators. And of course, our crew in the control room. Thank you for visiting. We hope you enjoy the rest of the tour at NBC Studios. I'm Danny Ustra. Good night.